I-25 north of Pueblo could be closed for days. Coal train derailed, it killed a driver and spilled its load. That crash highlights the potential risk of a proposed oil train project along the Colorado River. Here's Mark Salinger.
This is what I-25 north of Pueblo looks like today. A train derailed, a truck driver killed, and a lawn cleanup ahead. But this is what the bridge looked like just last month when this picture was taken for Google Maps. The cracks are obvious as investigators determine whether they played a role in all of this.
What happened here in Pueblo yesterday is the canary in the coal mine.
We still don't know what caused 30 of the 124 cars in this coal train to derail over one of Colorado's busiest roads. But Democratic State Senator Hinrichsen knows something needs to change.
We're trying to reduce the number of derailments and ensure that when a derailment happens, the potential consequences are managed and contained.
Hinrichsen represents Pueblo at the state capitol. He's ready to introduce a bill next session to limit the length of trains in Colorado and institute stricter safety measures. It comes as pictures from Pueblo cause concern in places like Glenwood.
When you see it happening in Pueblo, in relatively stable areas, I think that really speaks to our incredible concern.
Jonathan Godez sits on city council in Glenwood and is the former mayor in town. He's fought to keep the Uinta Basin Railway out of Glenwood Canyon. If approved, the project would bring several trains carrying crude oil through Glenwood Canyon every day.
You can't underestimate what 5 2-mile-long trains will do for the train traffic, and the chances that will happen go up exponentially.
A judge recently put the project on hold, telling proponents to conduct a deeper safety study.
It's a really, really fragile canyon that can have significant geological events that can cause a derailment.
Investigators are still trying to figure out what went wrong here in Pueblo, but pictures like these are enough to cause concern everywhere.
The railroad company that owns the train in Pueblo is BNSF. BNSF tells us that CDOT owns the bridge, though, that goes over I-25. Reached out to CDOT today many times, asking them if the bridge was in need of repairs and whether it was designated as structurally deficient before this incident. Kyle, we were told that they aren't answering questions right now.
Obviously, coal spill, one, is coal. It's not oil, and it didn't go into anybody's drinking water supply.
Exactly. If this were to happen, let's say in Glenwood Canyon, if this project was approved and oil gets into the Colorado River, we're talking about millions of people's drinking water that's totally ruined.
And already, Mark, online purveyors of, shall we say, horse excrement are suggesting that this was not an accident, that this was set up.
You need a conspiracy theory about anything these days. Yeah, there's been conspiracy theories online saying right now that this was an act of sabotage on I-25 around Pueblo, that somebody committed an act of terrorism. NTSB says they are not even looking in that right now and not considering that as an option.
All right, Mark Salinger, thank you.